Hello and welcome back to Real Wasted. I'm Pat.
I'm Jackie.
I'm Sean.
And welcome to movie number 2 in this year's May of Bay. Celebration of all things great and not so great about director Michael Bay. This is the second movie in the series, so we're going to be following very similar rules to the last one. Just as a quick recap here, we have Doomsday, which is anytime there is an explosion. We have Chasing Bay Me, which is anytime there is a chase. There is Red, White, and Bay, anytime something is uber American or doubly patriotic. There is the Bay of Pigs, anytime something is a bit on the sexist side, male or female. There is Shades of Bay, which is anytime something is incredibly stereotypical in any sense of the word.
All I care about is, are you happy with your haircut?
And we do have a very special rule for this game. Back in the cage, because we are watching The Rock.
I want to find some rockets.
Get back in the cage! Because it stars Nicolas Cage.
So anytime he does something cagey, you're gonna drink.
If you don't know what that is, please watch anything else that Nicolas Cage is in. Basically, anytime he overacts, anytime he has a crazy facial expression, anytime Nicolas Cage is incredibly Nicolas Cage.
What do you say you cut me some friggin' slack?
So everybody put in The Rock, get ready for a lot of explosions and craziness. We've all got our drinks ahead of us and a lot of snacks apparently, so
Yes.
everybody be safe.
Cheers.
Cheers.
The movie is about some retired military officials who hold the city of San Francisco hostage, more specifically tourists inside of Alcatraz hostage. They have chemical weapons that they're going to launch on the city if they do not receive the millions upon millions of dollars that they're asking for ransom.
Well, I'm Stanley Goodspeed.
Stanley Goodspeed, as they call him, or as Nicolas Cage is called by Sean Connery, plays a weapons expert for the FBI.
I'm sure you know the etymology of your name, Goodspeed.
Sean Connery is a convict. He's in jail. He's one of the few men that had successfully escaped Alcatraz and lived to tell the tale. So they recruit him, naturally, to show Nicolas Cage, naturally, how to sneak in underground so that they can disable the weapons.
This is another one of those situations where we have a really complicated plot that sounds like it should be summed up really quickly, but isn't.
What do you say we cut the chit-chat a-hole?
James Bond and Cameron Poe save the fucking world.
I made at least 3 jokes that while they were underground there, they were going to come across the Declaration of Independence. This is the first time that I have seen The Rock since I think I was 12 years old.
Wow.
Yeah. My family used to actually vacation upstate, and we used to bring like 3 or 4 videos with us. One of them was The Rock. I saw the scene where the guy first got exposed to the chemicals, and I never saw it again.
Yeah, okay, that's just about the most awful thing I've ever seen.
I am really glad that I gave this another watch. Seeing this with fresh eyes for the first time in 15 years, this is really dumb but fun, and I will say, as somebody who's watched a lot of Michael Bay movies, this might be his most well put together one.
For the Michael Bay haters, this is the one that everybody can agree on was actually a good movie.
It was fun.
Yeah, you know what? I've never actually met somebody that didn't like this movie. It's ridiculous, and it is so 1995 chic, and I love every minute of it.
Well, gosh.
This wasn't like a Hollywood cash grab. This wasn't like an adapted screenplay that you knew was just going to be kind of shady to begin with. This was a pretty interesting idea. The whole idea behind the chemical weapons at The Rock is not bad. The whole idea behind how they play everything out is not badly executed. It's kind of tense in some instances. It's one of his better movies.
I think that's what makes it so cool too, is that it is a fairly simple concept. I mean, The Rock is now a tourist attraction. It's a historical site. And they just raise the stakes so much. And for such an easy, simplified concept, it's just a really detailed movie.
Now let's go find some rockets!
I also say the word rock a lot.
A lot, not enough to drink to. We did consider doing a drinking game for that, but I think it was only like 7 or 8 times that I caught. After a while I stopped. But in the beginning, they say it quite a bit. It's, you know, kind of an affectionate nickname.
It doesn't matter what the nickname is!
Okay.
We made so many The Rock jokes while we were watching this. Just as any time they went down an alleyway, oh, they're gonna check into the SmackDown hotel. Where is the location of the rock? It's right down Know Your Role Boulevard.
If you two jabronis don't stop.
It's a good thing the biological weapon wasn't actually scent activated, because then they would be able to smell
Oh,
what the rock
no,
was cooking.
no.
Bang, bang. Alright.
I mean, grow up!
So as far as the drinking games, Armageddon, we got the most play out of explosions.
Yes.
I think it's safe to say that this is the same case.
We got a lot out of explosions.
There's only one chase scene in the movie, which for Michael Bay is like 30% less chase scene. But what makes the scene better is if you play the theme song to Full House and you mute the film, it actually makes it much better. Much better, but it has to be the extended theme song at the beginning of the chase scene. It's excellent.
I will get a time code and post it in the comments of when to start the Full House theme song.
There is a ton of military imagery in this movie.
Yeah.
There are helicopters flying every 10 minutes. But I think that we got the most enjoyable drinks, though, out of the Nicolas Cage back in the cage moments.
And my jaw hurts like hell.
This is one of the most subdued Nicolas Cage movies. And yet it's still enough for us to go, every time he's on screen, there's at least one moment where we just go like, wow, that's
Oh, because
pure
he
Cage.
can't help himself.
The second scene he's in, he's playing guitar naked.
That man won an Academy Award. You respect him.
I really could have done without that.
The Academy Award or the guitar?
Oh, both while we're on it.
Yeah.
But definitely I didn't need Nicolas Cage naked.
So overall, The Rock, not a bad movie.
No, and 56 drinks, you really can't complain about it either.
If you're playing this really close to the chest, you could probably get a couple more drinks out of it, as usual. But the drinks that we counted up for this, it could equal out to a pretty fun night. And if you're going to watch a movie like this, the more drinks, the better, I think. So thank you guys for watching. Use the hashtag RealWasted to follow what we're up to. Follow us all on Twitter. And until next time, I'm Pat.
I'm Jackie.
I'm Sean.
Cheers.